All right, so the product that I'm currently using, or I shouldn't say currently using, Jesus, I have used this product tried and true for like 3 years. And I've got a lot of judgment for it. But I've also got a shit ton of compliments, and I still love it today. And again, it is another NYX product. I love NYX. It's a really beautiful, beautiful, professional, and available almost everywhere product. And I have, it's the NYX gel liner and smudger, and I have gotten the same shade for the past 3 years. So anybody that has been like your eyebrows are too dark, or anybody your eyebrows, what's going on? I need to know. This baby right here is it. It stays on all day because it's a liner. It just has really good, really good hold power. And let me find my brush. All right, so now that I officially found my brush, we're gonna get to the next part. So I'm gonna take an angled liner brush, and I am going to dip into my NYX gel liner and smudger, or whatever you want to call it. And I kind of wipe it on the edge to kind of make the brush come to like a point. You want to point so that you can have clean lines and have to do less cleanup later. So I'm gonna take this on my freshly beat mug, and I'm gonna follow that contour that I created with the bronzer. And I'm going to take the long edge forward and kind of rest it right on that contour, and that will be the start of my eyebrow. And I will do it on the other side just to make sure they're level, because that's a big pain in the ass. So you're just gonna take that line and extend it out and kind of follow your natural like facial shape, because when you go too outside of that, it tends to look really unnatural, which is fine depending on the look, but I'm doing something that people can do on a daily basis, so don't hate me. So I'm drawing the underneath line. This is not where my brows are going to actually sit. It's going to be where my brows are going to grow. We're going to grow some brows together. I go back at the tail of the brow that I've created, and I kind of angle like 45 degrees up, you know, and I come up to the high point of that angle in my arch, and I kind of draw a triangle. And that gives you like kind of an idea of where the shape is starting to come from. And I follow the front, I kind of drag it back and create a swoop, which gives you like a softer shape. Concealer, whatever. This is just to put makeup on shirt for today. All right, so I pull that line all the way forward, and then you can kind of see the brow coming to life. And I don't add any more product at this point unless my brush gets dry, because this is a wet product that dries down. So I just kind of take the remaining product that's already on the brush and already on my face, and I kind of do small hair-like motions back just to kind of blend it out and soften it up, and follow it all the way to the front, and kind of take lighter strokes when you get closer to the front, because it'll give you that like natural start of a brow look. And it's okay if you draw them a little too big, because I will show you how to clean them up as well. Ooh, see, I already messed up. I'm gonna take it and wipe down, and it's gonna take off the remainder of that product, which I probably will make these brows a little bit smaller, so at least the shape will already be there, so you don't have to worry as much about what's going on. And I will say, sometimes drawing your brows on can be intimidating, but if you just take a couple times to practice, it's really not that bad. Brows are sometimes easier than eyeliner, to be honest. Like that moment when you put on eyeliner and you're like, please don't stab me. I don't want to stab myself today. Or if you've ever had the incident that I had, which was I got a liquid eyeliner and I wanted to put it in my waterline. And I literally like dumped, I don't know if I dumped it, but like I got too much on the brush and I put it on there and like my whole eye went black and I like freaked out. I was like, I'm gonna die over eyeliner. Please don't put that in my will or whatever they call it, funeral shit. So again, blending this out, pulling it in the front, softening the edge. And like I said, they're sisters, not twins. So we're just going to clean them up with the remaining amount of concealer that is on the back of my hand from my foundation that I did. Or no, we're gonna get a little bit more. Yes, bitch. So I'm going to grab my, again, Real Deal concealer from Laura Geller. Literally, I'm just taking a dot, like a dot of concealer. Because this little tube is amazing. Lasts me like forever and a day. So again, I'm taking that same concealer brush that I used to dot around my foundation, this is BH Cosmetics, the rainbow brushes, and it is their flat foundation brush, but I use it for concealer because it's really soft. And I'm just gonna go right underneath that brow line that I created and highlight underneath. And if you're wanting to make your brow smaller, just drag it a little higher because again, this is a full coverage or a medium to full coverage concealer. So it will cover enough to conceal the line. And again, I'm just following right underneath that line and I'm pulling it up just a hair because I want them just a little smaller than what I drew, but following the same general shape. And I'm gonna go back over the top to clean up that line and kind of flip the brush sideways so that I can get a smaller line to blend out. And just clean up your lines. Again, if you have eyebrow hair, it's not going to be as complicated to do this the first time. If you're a first timer to eyebrow filling in or anything, but it definitely is a lot easier when you have brows. It just is something that I personally enjoy and I'm like mildly obsessed with how it looks because it just looks so flawless. And I did pull the line a little bit too low on this side, so I'm going to take the same brush. Again, I didn't add any product to this, and I'm just going to go back over the eyebrows that are already there and try not to draw it off and leave it. And you can go back to your foundation brush and just drag that line down a little bit. And this is just a blending technique. This isn't adding more product to your face. It's just helping pull that concealer out so it'll be easier for you to blend with your beauty blender. I say that, like, I was super against the beauty blender. Like, I was like, screw that. That's just an expensive sponge. But then I bought one and my whole life changed. And you take this and just dab. Don't punch yourself in the eyeball, but just dab. And again, to finish off that like amazing ombre brow that you see on Instagram, I'm gonna take this beauty blender, and you're gonna be mad when I tell you this, but take this and just dab lightly on the front of your eyebrow freshly after foundation, and it'll pull off a little bit of that product that's there and soften up your eyebrows in the front and make them look more gradiated. But you can do that and then just clean up any final areas with that same brush. You don't have to add any more product. That's how really awesome the NYX gel liner is. It just gives you a really flawless eyebrow and you rarely have to touch it up throughout the day. So That's step number 2 to this 3-part series of foundation and daily routine makeup from me. See you for eye look, part number 3. Oh, where the damn button at?